Hey there, Tim Callahan here, sort of. I got a new poop. I'm sporting a mole now. We'll see how the focus groups like that and go from there. I've written the book, I Hate Your Pet. This excellent and incredibly relevant new work is available now. Get your sausage-like fingers on a copy, like stat, and beat the other smarty pants mofos to the punch. We humans are highly influenceable. You put the right thing in our line of sight and our hands fly out of our pants and we're clicking buy now like our back don't have no bone, right? Take cute for example. That shit sells. Cute, cutie cute. Really nice sticking out curvy flesh works pretty good too. Studies reveal humans pretty much vapor lock when exposed to baby animals too. What gives? To get to the bottom of this, we need to look closely at our noggins. Rub on them a little. The human brain is totally orderly. Just look at that fucker. It would be even more orderly, but for the variability among its host organisms. But then, from order, chaos. Some fucking emotion kicks in, the zone of Lovey Dovey, or the Z of LD, asserts itself, and you are about to fuck some shit up big time. Forget about controlling yourself. You can't. Let's look at this another way. Every now and then, something happens to something delicate inside the brain pan, and one of the nodules goes batshit. It takes over. It dominates the otherwise peaceful balance and optimized distribution of brain function. The Z of LD blows up and smooshes out most of the other impulses. Some of them are unfazed, are immovable. They're like riveted in place. If we zoom into the microtized level though, we can see some incredible detail. Here's the central core of the Z of LD. It is tied down and kept in place with like tractor beams and gravity, but it is a wily creature, and it'll go amok now and then, whenever it's tempted, if it's teased, whenever it wants, actually. Now transpose the fucking zone of Lovey Dovey from a brain thing into a thing you run into while you're out fucking around. A thing you run into like a waft off a taco truck. Or maybe there's like two things at once. A thing in your brain and a thing in the world. Is it possibly a Brownian motion-like deal where people and pets intersect in the Z of LD at the moment of truth? You know, like a bug finds a trout's mouth? They are gonna hook up. In any case, the people go about their business in America. And often, while out there, their fucking Z of LD gets off the leash. At this point, the tractor beam seems to go into reverse. People become putty in the hands of the next cute fucking thing they come across. Maybe it is just a new dealie to hang off their thing, but maybe it is a pet. Oh, dang it. And what happens next is so predictable. Our researchers have quantified it. While going around doing their hunter-gathering, the people have a flare-up or a blowout. Their thing is throbbing. They come across a box of pets at the gas station, or at the store, or at their ex-sister-in-law's trailer, or outside a fucking motel at 3 in the afternoon. They melt. They swoon. This is the moment of truth, baby. You are hosed. And then Big Pet cinches the loop around your nads and just reels you in. Look into the future with me. Predicting the inevitable human-on-animal fuckery is pretty easy. Even new pet owners can do it. Oddly, in another part of their mind, while the Z of LD is bumping and thrashing around, chomping at everything with its bat boy teeth, their remorse module is beginning to stir. But we'll have to talk about that poor fucker another time. Let's agree that the parties bring a thing called it to this exchange. There is an amount of it that each party has and an amount that each party needs. Put that on the vertical axis, ranging from bupkis to gobs. Now look at that blue curve arcing up into the gobble sphere. That's how much of it pets need. Do you have that much? Now add the human element. It's that red line plummeting through the bupkis barrier. The Z of LD buzz typically lasts just a bit longer than a carton of whippets. But thanks to extensive field work, we can get a lot more specific about the time scale. The time scale has been broken down in microscopic detail to help with uptake. You see the Z of LD there? It is still the blue circle deal. In Earth time units, it hardly lasts a whole Kardashian. All perky and gonna walk that thing every morning, noon, and night, if you have time between getting laid all the time. But once the throbbing Z of LD takes hold and you stagger into the land of cuteness at the moment of truth, you are what? Fucked? Oh, maybe not you so much, unless you have a conscience. But the creature you just couldn't live without? That thing has just been sentenced to a life of almost certain misery and neglect. Perhaps something else is throbbing now. It ought to be. This shit is fucked up. It is also true and bleak. Whoa, there's a theme here. Now go chug some cop syrup in the closet real quick and reflect on the nature of human-on-pet relationships. If this is not like yours, then it sure is like a fuck of a lot of them. Remember the 8-second deal? Well, the good news is, this tedious beating you all over the head with it is over. For now. Number 2 is in the can. It is one uplifting thing after another over here, once we get done with the bleakness. So get your own asses lifted up. There's gobs more of this at Facebook/IHateYourPet and over at IHateYourPet.com. Keep lapping it up. Ciao.